Good evening. Welcome to another episode of Le Masterpiece Theater. No, good evening, another evening of Boom! Here we are, folks. We can be regal and have a martini and good night. Hold on. Actually, it's one of our favorite cocktails in the house. Little Dirty Martini episode, I don't know. Do you remember? I don't know. Something. First season. But it's not first season. It's season 3, episode 43. Folks, we've got something fun tonight. It'll all come together. Now, I get it. I have to be honest. Sometimes I like to think of, okay, is there a national holiday or is there a national something or other day? I think it was like lunch meat day. So we're making a lunch meat cocktail. No, I wouldn't do that to you. Actually, we've already kind of done it, didn't we? We did do the beef broth.
Oh, don't
cocktail.
go back there.
Oh, we did it. Folks, we got a good one. It is quarantine Southside cocktail tonight. And this, we just kind of stumbled into this. We really did. But I promise you it's all going to tie together because that's what we do. We have cocktails and we tie together. Folks, it's quarantine cocktail time. Come on, Southside. Put a little South in your mouth. It has nothing to do, by the way.
I just need to say that was wrong.
Yeah, it was. Well, I'll explain later. But hey, Blue Quarantina, the only business. Come on, folks. Season 3, episode 43. Let's get this party Blue Monkey style. Who is ready for fun? Folks, welcome to Sunday evening with your martini and Shelby. Shelby, have some of your martini. I don't know that there's a better cocktail than a dirty martini. Cheers. Right there with a blue cheese stuffed olive. Local Bridgetown Finer Meats, thank you for supplying us with what is probably several hundred dozen at this point of stuffed blue olives.
There are no
blue
better
cheese
on
olives.
the planet.
Paul, get to the show. Yeah, I apologize. So, we've got a cocktail tonight. We are going with the Southside cocktail. So, here's the funny thing. There are a lot of drinks that kind of became and were discovered during Prohibition, and a lot of them made it. And then some didn't. Sadly, the Southside cocktail is one of those that you just don't see out there. But it is delicious and wonderful, and it's going to be one of your new favorites. Now, here's the fun thing about the Southside quarantine cocktail. We'll just call it the Southside cocktail. It is got some history. Matter of fact, there are 3 stories as to where this drink came from. Shelby, are you ready for 3 stories?
As opposed to 5 stories? Yes, because that means 3 stories is going to get me to my drink faster.
It will. So we'll save the 5 stories, Jen, until. So 3 stories. Here is story number 1 about how it got started. New York City, the 21 Club, also known as Jack and Charlie's. Now, this is legit speakeasy. Matter of fact, this speakeasy was so legit, Jack and Charlie, they're the guys who created it, built it. It was elaborate. So they had all these levers in the back. Have you ever seen these movies where they're like pulling levers? That's where this came from. And what would happen is they'd pull these levers and then chutes would open and all of the liquor bottles would go down into the basement, which was hidden. You could only get back to it to go to the next building and downstairs to get underneath. They were good. And some people believe that the cocktail came from there because it was their signature drink. That's it. That's the whole story. I said I had 3 stories. I didn't say there were 3 good stories. So that's the first one, not the best. I'm going to give you story number 2. Story number 2, it gets better. We're still in New York, but now you'll appreciate this, Shelby. Long Island. Family from Long Island. Right?
Yes.
I got this right. I know what's going on. So apparently, back in the 20s, the big thing was to go to Long Island if you were rich to go hunting. Hunting and fishing. Does this sound right?
Because there was nothing out there at the time.
Nothing out there at the time. But there was one thing out there. And it was a bar. And it was actually called the Southside see where I'm going, the Southside Sportsman's Club. And all these rich New Yorkers would come over, hunt, fish, and then they would have a cocktail. And one of the things they were famous for was actually the mint julep.
Huh.
Paul, tie it together. Well, you're going to find out. Mint is one of our ingredients this evening. And the Southside Sportsman's Club got so famous for their mint juleps that they decided to make other mint cocktails. So they were actually known to basically steep mint, lemon, and sugar, and then they would add it to different spirits. And one of those cocktails that they say they created was their drink, the Southside cocktail. Pretty good.
Well, that was number 2, right?
That was number 2. Number 3, my favorite, Chicago. Chicago is where we hear the term South Side, and this is Prohibition. This is gang time, right? So Chicago during Prohibition was basically split in half. You had the north side of Chicago and the south side of Chicago. So here's what was going on. On the north side of Chicago, they were running their own liquor, but it was good stuff. See, they were smuggling it from Canada, and this was some pretty top shelf liquor. Well, they controlled it. So the south side, they couldn't get it from there, so they had to make their own. Guess what? It was crap. They had bathtub gin, bathtub liquors. That's all they were doing. And they were so horrible that they basically had to add citrus and sugar and even other herbs like mint to try to cover these up. So the story goes, now again, remember, this is gang time. This is literally Al Capone, right? The Saltis and McGarleen. So McGarleen and Capone's, they actually joined forces, right? So Capone was the Italian mafia, and the McGarleen, they were the Irish. And they actually joined forces to try to take out the northern side. But they were making their own liquor. And one of the big battles that came out of it, and what really made this was McGarleen. He is credited not only for murdering like over a dozen people, he was the very first gangster to use the Tommy gun. And he shot up some of the guys from the north, and it was bad and ugly. And McGarleen, if you do your own 8 minutes of research, of course I have a lot of stories, so he only got about a minute and a half. However, one of the things that he was a psychotic alcoholic. Like he would drink himself into a psychotic behavior, and literally there's a story of him that people were egging him on as he just got drunker than anything at a bar, and they said, you can't shoot. And he literally just shot some stranger at the bar to show how good his aim was. Question.
No, did you know that the Tommy gun has ties to Newport, Kentucky?
Oh, go on. That's it.
Yeah, Southgate House.
There you go. History in the making. Right here, folks. We don't know it all, but we know some of it. But anyway, so they are credited with also the Southside cocktail, which we are finally going to make for you tonight. By the way, story number 2. That was 3. That's all the stories. Story number 2 is credited with probably the legit version of how this drink came about. But I do like the gangster version.
Fans are saying that they like the third story.
Third story best? Yeah. I love it. So
more exciting.
It is. It's a lot better. Yeah, he was but he was a raging. He actually went senile later in life, and they tried to retire him out of the gang, and they put him up in his condo. He finally got arrested because at one point he actually went out onto the street. He thought people were after him, and he was shooting a shotgun because people were coming to get him. There were nobody out there. He was just shooting it blindly. Anyway, yeah, it's all good. Anyway, there it is. Ice up your coupe glasses, folks. And then we're going to come in with our shaker. Now, It is, yeah. Now we do have a question.
Can you take a tiny step
where?
that way?
Me?
There we go.
Oh, look
You're
at me.
right.
I mean, hold on. Here, let
You're
me
in
move.
frame now.
Here, let me move this.
Well, now you're getting out of the frame. So there we go.
Oh, olive
Back in
time.
frame. Oh, olive time. Hold on. Can't eat it olive without me. Let's go.
All right, folks, there it is. Mint. You're going to do about 6-10 leaves per drink. Save a couple nice ones. So part of this drink, well, eat your food. Come on. Part of the reason I wanted to do a mint drink was to use up our herbs fresh from our garden. It's about the end of the year. We're starting to get stringy. And anyway, how do you use up the mint? So this is a great mint cocktail. Put it in here. Some people compare this to a mojito. This is almost like a gin mojito.
Nikki's
Exciting.
gonna be happy.
Yeah. So mint ice. Don't muddle. Some people say to muddle. Don't muddle this one. You don't want that strong of a mint. Then you're going to come in with your gin. I gave you 3 stories earlier. Now I give you 5 stories. 5 stories gin. Northern Row. Somebody we're hoping that will come play with us soon. We love you. Northern Row 5 stories. Oh, delicious gin. They have 3 different kinds of gin, by the way. This is their London Dry, which is perfect for this. 2 ounces per cocktail. So there's 2, and then 2 for Shelby. And then, because there's just a little bit left. So, you didn't see that, but we need a new bottle now. All right, then we're going to come in, fresh juice. Now, this is an interesting little side story. Some recipes, go back in time, will say that you use only lemon. Others will say only lime. And then there's some that say you use both. Folks, tonight we go both. Lemon and lime. So here we go. You need about a half an ounce per. So we're going to need 1 ounce total of each juice. I know, I'm trying to get out of the way.
You're fine.
So we're going to go 1 ounce lemon. There we go. A little extra. It's okay. We put that extra gin in. Now we kind of screwed up. And then we're going to go with our lime.
Mint smells
Oh,
so good.
doesn't this? The whole drink is just top notch already. Simple syrup, 3/4 ounce per. So 1.5 ounces total. So there's 1. There's a half. Boom. And then, folks, emergency. Yeah, back in the day, gangsters, this is what it was all about. There's some stories that they were smuggling in. You ready for this? Booze, drugs, prostitution, and emergency. Emergency. Back in the day, gangsters fighting over. Yeah, Southside. There you go. Anyway, a little emergency in there as well. And then, folks, it's time. Now, you want to give it a good shake because we're muddling while we're doing it.
Is that a smile for me?
It was.
Looks like you're having a good time.
Oh. So that's going to break the mint. Now, coops, they've been chilled. Are those good placed? You like those right there?
Perfect.
Yeah? Good?
Yeah.
Shelby, are you ready? It's a double strain.
I'm always ready. Why is it a double?
Double strain, because we get that mint in there.
Oh, that's right.
So we don't want those floating in there. So we're going double strain. That's how crazy we are. Ooh, my goodness.
Alan will be happy there's no egg whites this week.
No egg whites. Taking a break on the egg whites. And then Your garnish, we're going to come in with some fresh, nice mint leaves. What do? Wake them up. Oh my gosh. Wait, I saw somebody do this. You ready for this? Mm-hmm. Literally, I saw a bartender do this. Did that just to give it a waft or something. I don't know. But I can do it too. And there it is. Folks, there it is. That is a quarantine Southside cocktail. Now, is it delicious? You know it is. I mean, it's a mint it's a gin mojito.
It is a gin mojito.
Smells amazing.
I want to know how it's going to taste with the
martini?
Olive martini.
It's going to be delicious. Here we go. Oh. Oh. I always say it's a new favorite. That's a new favorite. And I'll tell you why. If you're not a gin fan, this is the cocktail you want to start off with. This is a testament. I'm telling you now, if you're like, I'm not as sure about gin, this is how you're going to get into gin. Because you get the herbal notes, but then the sweetness, we've got simple syrup, and then the citrus, the little bitterness, and then the mint pops. I mean, it's delicious. Don't forget the emergency, folks. Folks, there it is. Coming in. Oh, there it is. Whoa.
Why are you doing? There we go.
All right, let's try to get the mint leaves. No, all right, fine. You win. All right, folks, there it is. Southside. Now, oh, that's good. Now, little story. One more story. Get to 4. Like I said, we back into these drinks sometimes. Nothing going on. Mint, had to use it out of the garden. It's getting cold, freezing.
Verbena cocktail then next, please, because I got more verbena than I know what to do with. I got a bumper.
Oh, I know where we can use it. Shout out, celebratory drink to my boys. Fest tournament over 50. Yeah, I'm over 50. And we brought home the win. Here we go. We won the last game, 2-1, final minute. It was a nail biter, but we won. Bring in the championship.
Congratulations.
Cheers to all the boys out there.
With all the epic driving.
That's right. Made it out of play still. So anyway, there's our tie to the Southside cocktail. At our winning goal. So, Ron, well done. You took a kick with no time left. So, folks, there's your Southside. There's more.
Sorry.
Right here. Wait.
Yeah. That was even planned.
Quarantina.com and you can. I will be doing a 13th, 7 p.m. until November 13th, 8 p.m. We've already had 30 orders, 20 cocktails left. We need to sell them all. So please donate. We would love to have your help. It is our coat drive. Every coat to a new kid. Again, helping kids. That's why we're giving you a cocktail, folks. Well, you can drink. And you do. And that phone will give you the number. If you need to donate, you call $1.
I love it.
That's a good one. All right, folks. Did I forget something? It's all still together. The Southside cocktail. So tonight we did the original Southside cocktail. You can also make the Southside fizz by adding club soda to this.
Oh, how fun.
Probably serve it over ice. And what I should have done tonight, because we won our tournament, you can make a Southside Royale by topping it with champagne. Next tournament. All right. Love you. We're out. Cheers.